Hello everybody, this is Flavio and right now we are starting module 3, which is the most important step in creating the masterpiece. So what I want you to do is take your sketchbook and based on the shapes that you learned last week, start to be creative and make your own characters. So you can take the basic shapes as circle, square, triangle, and with those just think about the figurative drawing, like a face with eyes, nose, ears and mouth, and just make some basic faces or entire characters and put them on the paper, and this way you are one step closer to build your composition as an outline drawing. So I will share my screen and I will give you 3 examples of drawings that I have, one outline and the other one final, and I will explain to you the process. This is the first example of 2 drawings. The one on the left is outline drawing, the one on the right it's the final drawing. So the final drawing is the first one, but with a few hours of hatching added to the outline. So as you can see, this is a very basic drawing with simple shapes. Here in this area I started to make an idea about where to put the hatching and how to create the volumes to these shapes, but right before that, as you can see in this part, the drawing was just a few lines. So if you are looking around you and see objects that have the geometry and just make a creative exercise and think how to add small elements like these 2 triangles you see here, and this way to transform them in 2 eyes maybe, and right here this is my nose and here is the mouth. It's very easy to go from this level, which is a bad drawing, it's not interesting at all, it doesn't promise too much, to this level, which is a drawing that is interesting, and I also sold this drawing. And believe me, this happened because I added the hatching. So this part, it's quite simple, just have the courage and be creative. Let me show you another one. This is almost the same thing. You see, first I drew some lines with the pencil, and then I put a little bit of ink on top, and you can practice this kind of characters a lot on different pages, on different pages from the sketchbook, and then make the simple lines on one final or maybe it's not quite the final, but make the simple version on another paper, and then if you are satisfied you can add the colors and everything. This is made with the watercolor pencils. And the last example is a little bit more complicated, but I want to show you here the image on the left. It's not the same drawing, but it's a step in creating the composition of the drawing on the right, and I just want to share with you a few very simple shapes like this eye, for example, or look at this head. It's not something complicated at all. Look at this cloud. Yeah, the main character, it is a little bit more complicated, but yours doesn't have to be that complicated. What makes this drawing in the end valuable? It's the quantity of time spent by making the hatching. So in the next weeks we will take care of this. In a few hours we will add the hatchings to your outline drawing, but for now just be creative and put elements there and just create the composition. So see you in the next module, guys.